the Marion County Historical Society has contacted us. So it used to be the original jail and sheriff's office. They're wanting to know if their building is haunted.
Jail opens in 1912. The sheriff's living here. They're using it in full swing.
The jail that he would have been running is actually connected to the house.
The night before his trial, actually hangs himself in that jail. What she doesn't know is that her death is actually going to be his initiation into the mob.
No f***ing way.
A confirmed locally Satanist-related murder.
I just don't feel good. For some reason, I just don't feel good.
One of our most high-profile inmates was Fanny Sellens, that she is beaten to death by a mob.
Tim, did you hear that?
I heard that. Oh. Has it been a while since somebody was up here with you?
Sentenced! No way!
I'm not scared of ghosts, but when I'm up there, I'm scared of ghosts.
Tim, how you doing today, man?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. We are back in Fairmont, West Virginia, because the Marion County Historical Society has contacted us, and they're wanting to know if their building is haunted.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, we'll be able to tell them.
Have you ever been here? Have you ever been to the Marion County Historical Society?
No, I have not.
So this place is really interesting. So it used to be the original jail and sheriff's office here in Fairmont, West Virginia. There is the original jail cells. They're still there. There's inscriptions by inmates into the walls of this facility. The president of the Historical Society has claimed to see shadow figures. She's claimed to hear voices, footsteps, you name it, she's seen it.
Well, hopefully we can get some of it caught on tape tonight.
That's what I'm hoping too. We're about to go meet Caroline, who is the new director of the Marion County Historical Society, and I'm super excited for this investigation, and we're pulling up on it right now.
That's a big ass place.
Wow, this place is wild looking. Tim, we're here at the Marion County Historical Society. Caroline is waiting in there for us. Are you excited about tonight, man?
Heck yeah, I'm excited.
Dude, this location has never been investigated before. It is a jail. I'm super excited about that. I haven't seen a place like this before. I took a tour here a couple of years ago, and for us to be the first ones to investigate it, I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, the first time, that's the thing.
Yeah. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right, let's go meet her. Hey! How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing great, doing great. This is Tim.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell us about the Historical Society.
Yeah, so the Historical Society here was built in 1912. It was originally built by the sheriff of Marion County. In the early 20th century, most counties would actually pay for living arrangements for the sheriffs of that county, and so this is how we get the house today. 1912, Marion County paid for this house to be built, and it was Sheriff Conaway who originally built this home, and he built it for some pretty specific reasons and has some unique features to it because of that.
I noticed that the door is pretty wide. Do you want to tell us about that?
I can, yes. So a lot of the times 20th century homes, early 20th century homes are going to have much wider door frames. That's because after a loved one has passed, most of the time the viewings, rather than going to a funeral home like we do today, the viewings would take place in that loved one's home. So they made sure to make the doorways wide enough for a casket to fit through. So you can see with the front door here, it's very wide, as well as the doorway that you're standing in here is quite wide doorways as well, and that was just to allow space for the caskets to be able to fit through if a funeral or something like that was taking place. This is our parlor room. This is where those viewings would have taken place if there was a funeral or a loved one had passed. There's some cool features or things that I like to point out in this room. Of course, Francis H. Pierpont, he is known as the father of West Virginia, and he was from here in the Fairmont region, or Fairmont area, and so when you're walking around the house, you're going to see a lot of information about Francis H. Pierpont and his wife Julia. So that's really the big item that I point out in this room is just it's because of him that we have Fairmont how it is today. So
Caroline takes us on a tour of the rest of the sheriff's house, but unfortunately, with our limited time, we're only going to be focusing on the jail. So if you do want to watch a tour of the sheriff's house, head over to our Patreon and support this channel.
This is what we've been waiting for.
yeah, so come on in, guys. All right, so we talked about how the sheriff built this home specifically as the sheriff's home, but also those unique features that I kind of mentioned earlier is the fact that the jail that he would have been running is actually connected to the house. So I always joke with people that he was definitely a man ahead of his time because he's trying to figure out that work-life home balance type thing, which I haven't figured out yet, but he has certainly made some strides with it. So this would have been the sheriff's office. We've got some cool things in here. So number one that I always point out are the confiscated weapons. These are weapons that were found in the jail when it was still an active jail. So you guys can take a look at those. There's some knives and different stabbing instruments in there. So quite interesting. But this is roughly how the sheriff's office would have looked once, or even when the last sheriff was in here. So.
And that was Ron Watkins? Was that
I believe so,
main
yeah.
guy?
Yep.
Cool.
Sheriff was trying to keep that balance alive, but also wanted to make sure there was enough separation because, like I said earlier, his wife, his kids were living in this house as well. So he wanted to create some sort of separation between it to kind of block the noise and hopefully prevent anything awful from happening in his own home with the prisoners right next door here. I will point out this door, it is unique because the point of having the jail connected to the sheriff's home as well as right next to the courthouse is that the prisoners wouldn't have any chance of escape. So at the time when this was an active jail, this door would have led to a catwalk which would have led directly into the courthouse. So the prisoners never went outside. They were always in some sort of enclosure, which helped drastically reduce the amount of escape attempts. So it's kind of ingenious how they designed the building to begin with. So now,
Oh boy.
so this doorway was designed to where the sheriff could come in, stand here, and if you guys want, I can close this again once I get through, and you can see that he could see throughout the entire jail at any given point without actually having to go inside the jail. Alright. There you go.
Wow.
Right where you belong, buddy.
Yeah,
Behind
right
bars.
behind bars.
Watch your foot.
And you say you used to be able to see down through?
You could, yes, you used to be able to see straight down through, just like if you look up, you can see the cells on the third floor there, which we can go up to. It used to be the same way, but since the bottom level is still used as holding cells, they've added foam board to prevent or to create some sort of separation between
So
the floors.
this is still almost an active jail.
Correct. Yeah, it's holding cells on the lower levels for prisoners who have court appearances or court hearings at the courthouse. Still, they use those cells on the lower level, but the upper two levels here have since been turned over to us. Essentially, they are no longer in use. So.
That's pretty wild, though.
Yep. But keep in mind, all three of these levels would have been used up until 2001. So.
Oh my God, so recent.
Yeah, so only 24 years ago, this was still the Marion County Jail that was actively being used. You guys want to come on
First
in
floor?
here?
Well, technically the second floor, right?
Yep, technically the second floor here. So we will walk on it through here. Oh.
They got cards.
We do.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so this is the first level of the cells, or second level, like you were saying, but gives you a good idea. Now these smaller cells that you see here, initially there's 2 beds, so you would hope that there would only be 2 prisoners per one of these cells. During some of the more controversial times in West Virginia's history, specifically during the mining wars, a lot of miners were actually held here in this jail who were fighting for union rights, things along those lines, and so it was not uncommon to see 4 or 5 men in one of these smaller cells. We have some larger cells on the 3rd floor, which I'll show you as well, that would have housed even more than just those 4 or 5 per cell. So
Caroline then shows us the amazing technology of the time of this jail.
this is how they would have controlled the cell doors and things like that. This jail was built and it was quite technologically advanced for its time. So by using this dial, they could close all of the doors or open all of the cell doors at once. They could open cell 1, cell 2, all the way down to cell 8 individually if they needed to. But what they would do is they would have that door closed, locked, padlocked up. They could open the cell doors and give themselves still some separation so they weren't going down and individually unlocking each of the cells in a more personal manner. So.
And that's fully mechanical. Mm-hmm. Really?
Still work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nate would be the one who
So
knows more
we
about
do
this.
have someone following with us. This is Nate. He'll be with us later.
They then lead us back to another part of the cell block to show us an example of how this technology worked.
Oh my God, how big is this?
I believe there's 100 cells here in
Dude, there's a whole...
Holy cow.
There you go.
Now this feels way... Now I didn't see this a part of the tour that I took.
Yeah, we typically on normal tours we don't have people
Come
to the side or go up to the 3rd floor, but we will do that for this one.
Special
Yep.
action.
Yep.
You guys heard it here first. Let's see. Tim, you film him. I hope so. Oh! Oh! Freaky. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Thank you, Nate.
Hey, that was killer, man. So, if I want to get locked in one of these later,
I don't recommend it because we actually had one that got locked upstairs. Took 2-3 hours to cut the lock off.
oh God, okay. Maybe I'll just leave one open. But if it shuts on its own, I'm yelling for help.
They then lead us upstairs and show us some of the larger cells. This is where one of the most prolific people in this story would have stayed for 6 months.
So these were the larger cells that I was telling you about that would have housed even more prisoners at the time. And then what is also unique about the 3rd floor here is this is where any female prisoners would have been kept.
And does it just end here?
So it actually, you can go around, well, not fully around. The showers
Okay.
were back here in each of the corners.
Okay. Well, thanks for showing us around and letting us have access to this area tonight.
Yeah, you're welcome. On the other side of the jail here is very much the same thing that we saw over there. That door opens up, I believe that is where the little catwalk is. But once again, you can see
Oh,
all down through here. And again, there's another kind of birdcage-like system to where people could have come up to the 3rd floor and see what's going on as well.
yo, this is so much bigger than I thought. Oh God, all right. Thanks for the warning. We got one in here too.
Oh, it's a dead one.
Yes.
That's a dead one right there.
We then head back down to the museum where Nate is going to tell us stories of some of the most prolific people who would have been in this jail, who committed crimes, and who could possibly have died.
I've been with the Historical Society for, I think, going on 8 or 9 years. So I do all the inventory for the archives, sort through artifacts, organize tours. Our #1 is always the Halloween jail tour, where we always go and tell some of the darker murders, mysteries, some of the things that happened in the jail or right around the area. Anything creepy, macabre, all the dark side of history around here. Pretty much as far back as we can go, there's some real creepy stuff going on in the forest here, even when you have the first settlers here. I mean, we have the Ogwa monster, which I don't know if you're familiar, but that's right down the river from us. When we get to this exact spot, this is where Boaz Fleming founded the town, like right here on the side of this jail and the courthouse. The city well was right out front. Right next to it was the auction block where slaves were sold. That city well, though, around 1812, there was actually a murder right here in the town, and the body of the victim, his name was Slow River Charlie, was found at the bottom of that well. So jail opens in 1912. Took a few years to get it put together, but by 1912 the sheriff's living here and the jail is in operation. It doesn't take long before they're using it in full swing, because at that time striking was illegal. So we have a lot of those early days, we have a lot of coal miners, postal workers. Anytime there's a strike, a lot of times this jail ends up completely full to the brim. The Black Hand was really big. One of the most famous is Dapper Dick Ferry, that's his nickname, Richard Ferry, who was partially responsible for the murder of Bella Lemon, or Lemon, however you want to say it. But she was a prostitute just over on Water Street, just across the river. In the early 1900s, she was convinced to get on a train with her boyfriend, Tony Corby. They were going to Boston to start a new life, Baltimore, excuse me, to start a new life. What she didn't know was on the train, just a few cars back, was this hitman for the mob, because she had been talking to the police, making friends with some of the locals. What she doesn't know is that her death is actually going to be his initiation into the mob. Bella never does make it all the way to Baltimore. Her body is found at a golf course just outside the city, and eventually with some real primitive CSI, they reconstruct the murder scene, make a model of her to try to figure out what she looked like, because her face is just completely mutilated. And they track it back to Fairmont and find out who she was, that she lived just across the river, and she was kidnapped and left the train station right where Palatine Park is. Her boyfriend Tony actually got away. We don't know what happened to him. I think he probably fled into Mexico, but the rest of the gang is arrested by the sheriff of Marion County, kept in this jail, and eventually they have a triple execution in Moundsville, where 3 of the murders are hung all at once. That building right next door, there was a confirmed, and as far as I know, the only confirmed locally Satanist-related murder. His last name was Yost, and he had a lot of paranoid delusions, but his wife was leaving him, and the divorce attorney that was overseeing the case worked right in that office building top floor. Yost one day went and shot the lawyer and shot himself. Well, when the police go and start investigating this, they go back to his house, of course, and as they're trying to bust the door down, the entire house just burst into flames. This guy had rigged up a real elaborate time bomb. The police managed to break into the house, the fire department storms in. The whole building is ablaze, but it's stone, so the main structure survives. And in the ashes, they find this life-size doll of his wife that he's constructed. And the police can put together scraps from his diary, scraps from things he's written and erratically on the backs of newspapers and his books. And they figure out that for months, weeks, ever since his wife left him, he's been planning this elaborate murder. He's been keeping this doll at his kitchen table, talking to her, making meals for her, and plotting this murder where he's finally going to take out the lawyer.
Yost also kills his wife.
He attempts suicide after he kills the attorney, and they take Yost down to the Cook Hospital just down the road. Marusa's younger brother, actually, when he finds out what's happened, he gets a gun and decides he's going to go finish off Yost. But before he gets there, Yost actually succumbs to his injuries and dies. So that spares Marusa's younger brother from also having committed murder. We have some postal workers here in 1915, right, same year actually. We have 25 of them. We have an elderly postal worker who is fired because he can't do the job anymore. All his co-workers get together. They say, you can't do this. He's a good man. He's put in his years here. Find a different job for him. Well, basically the city government says, no, he's gone. And if you strike, you don't have the legal right to do it. You'll go in the jail. They herd them all together, put all 25 of these postal workers in the jail. The night before his trial, one of them, Mr. Fisher, actually hangs himself in that jail. One of our most high-profile inmates was Fanny Sellens. Fanny was originally down from New Orleans. She organized strikes down there, and eventually she gets the attention of the United Mine Workers of America. Bring her up to Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and she's kind of like a Mother Jones figure. She organizes strikes. Well, a judge in the area in 1919 tells her, if you keep this up, I will throw you in that prison. She says, I have the right to do it, and I will keep doing it. If I have to go on my hands and knees to feed hungry children and put the clothes on their backs, I'm gonna do it. So the judge throws her in the jail upstairs. She was the first woman that was held here. The guards, they felt pretty bad for her. They give her a rocking chair, give her a bookcase. They make her cell as comfortable as it can be. And eventually she's actually released by order of President Woodrow Wilson. So she's freed, but it's only about 5 years later that she is beaten to death by a mob up in Brackenridge, Pennsylvania. They do an autopsy on her, and I mean, she's just been beaten to a pulp by these hired goons for the mine company. But her children say, if they're not gonna send anyone to prison for this, we're gonna get justice the best way we can. Everyone's gonna know exactly what happened to our mother. So they release the photos of her autopsy, and those are plastered on newspapers, front page newspapers all over the country. Her head's just bashed in, completely inverted, and her kids put that out there for the world to see because that's the only way they can get justice for their mother. I'm not scared of ghosts, but when I'm up there, I'm scared of ghosts. You feel it in there. You're walking down the cell block and there's nothing there. There's nothing there. But you see the shadow. You hear that crunch of someone stepping behind you. You hear that little clink in that cell behind you, and you just walked by. You know it's empty, but you hear that bed creak like someone just sat down on it.
After receiving this amazing tour and hearing these stories of these horrible tragedies of these people, both evil and innocent, are we going to be able to capture proof of the paranormal here at the Marion County Historical Society? It's time to start the night investigation.
Tim, we made it here, man. We are at the Marion County Historical Society and jail. Dude, it's been a wild day.
It's been a long day so far.
The stories that we heard from Nate, the tour that we got from Caroline, this place is just filled with history, death, suicide, and dude, I'm ready. More death, yeah. And I'm ready for this investigation to get going. How are you feeling?
I don't know. It's we've already seen some things happening, so I think it's going to be a pretty interesting night.
Me too. Speaking of, temperature on Melmeter is going off right now on the second floor. So we have 3 cameras static right now. We've got 2 IR cameras. One is right behind us on the second floor. We have one on the 3rd floor in the women's ward, and we have a thermal imaging camera on the other side on the 3rd floor. And we're gonna get into it. So let's go. This place is wild. Hello? If anyone's here with us, no,
We're getting some interaction on the room pod in this chair earlier. Someone is here with us. Can you walk up and sit down in that chair again, or just touch that red light? Millimeter?
I don't know, I thought I heard somebody was.
Very quick. Did someone whistle? What the fuck was that? It wasn't thunder.
Thunder.
Huh? Let's go check it out.
Watch your step.
Nice shirt, by the way, Tim.
Yeah, how you like that? Just watch shining the camera down that way. Yeah. Good light.
Hello? That's me. On trip. On Tracer, sorry. Oh,
Thank you.
thank you for that. Got temperature going off.
We brought you some smokes.
Not sure if you enjoy smokes or not, but we brought you some.
You want to take them in the cell?
I'll take one. This is for research purposes only. Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Has it been a while since somebody was up here with you? Thank you. That went straight to red. And, I mean, Danny was 4 or 5 feet away from it.
We haven't even got to introduce ourselves.
No.
My name's Danny,
My name's Tim.
and I'm with my good buddy here, and we know that a lot of people were held in this prison for almost 100 years. That's a lot of people in a long time. And if you are one of those people that were held in these cells, we want you to know that we don't mean to cause you any harm. These devices can't hurt you. Although you may have done some certain things to get put in here, we want to learn about your story. We want to learn about you. We want to learn. You get some outside noise? Some outside people fighting?
So some of the audio could be contaminated, but we're going to try to eliminate that best we can.
So that is
Confirmed. Debunked.
Now earlier, a guy by the name of Nate, who works here, gave us names of people who were held in this prison. Vanny Sellers. You were the woman whose head got crushed in because you were trying to stick up for minors, leading strikes, doing what was right for the people, and the government was trying to put you down. And you spent months in this cell. Fanny, if you want, you can come up to our cameras. You can talk into the microphones that we have. You can tell the government how you felt. You can walk up to the device that's on the floor, and you can make it go off again.
What's it feel like in there?
Mixed emotions. That's the best way to describe it, is mixed emotions. Got a old dress over here.
And it is very, very warm in here. They have fans. Oh. I believe that's the temperature going off.
Yeah. Let's see what. Dude, no way.
What's it reading?
0.0 milligauss. We were having such high readings earlier. That's 7.8, 7.9 when we were setting up, and now it's just flatlined at 0.0.
Ever since we've been setting up in here, it's, I'm going to guess, well into the 100 degrees.
Oh, it is steaming in here.
And we tried to get everything adjusted to temperature best we could while we were setting everything up. Anybody going to light that cigarette up that Danny put in there?
I brought it for you. If there's anyone else here besides Fanny, we would love to talk to you, figure out who you are. We heard about a lot of different prolific names. What was that?
That's the temperature again.
Did you hear something?
I thought I heard something. Is there anybody down there? We heard a lot of thump. That's why we came up here to begin with. Somebody wanting to get our attention? You want our attention, beat on the cell door.
I'm gonna set up an EMF detector on Fanny's bed.
If you're in the cell there with Danny, you don't have to stay in the cell. You can come out and step across this rope that we got across the floor, and it'll show that you stepped out. And you can be free now. You just come out and step across that rope.
We only have a limited time here tonight. Nothing like this has ever happened before inside of this building. We want to make sure that other people can come here and do what we're doing, and so that you can tell your story to them. Because I'm sure that there's many people out there who would love to learn about you. I have the EMF meter set up here on Fanny's bed. It is hot in here, man.
It's steaming up here.
Like, in the Historical Society, they have window units. It is nice and chilly. It is very, very warm up here. Well, if you don't want to talk to us right now, that's okay, but we're gonna go to a different part of the jail. But if you want us to come back and make any of these devices go off, okay? It's me stepping over Tracer. Temperature. You gotta make the other thing go off. Let's go down to thermal.
Let me lead the way.
No fucking way.
Is that one?
Yeah. No way, Fanny. Did you just make that go off? Make it go off again. Thank you. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Can you do it again?
One more time. Do it again, please.
The one downstairs is going off.
What?
Yeah, the one downstairs is going off. It was.
Do it again, please.
The one downstairs is going off.
What?
Yeah, the one downstairs is going off. It was. Was you setting the REM pod off down here too?
Hello? The device with the red light, can you touch that again, please? Is there someone down here that wants their story to be told? We have some purple lights hanging up. And if you walk over to any of those lights and touch them, that will give us a sign that you're here. It's very chaotic. Temperature again.
Well, we left spokes upstairs. Here's a whole pack here. What's left of a pack.
You giving all my smokes to the ghosts?
Well, what they don't use, we'll bring back.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless they chain smoke them.
Honestly, dude, I don't want to carry this thing around.
That's why I hung it up. So are you trying to split us up? Is that what you're trying to do?
Are you trying to do exactly what they would have done to you from the outside world?
Split us up?
Is that a bird?
stop recording. I gotta switch cards.
I mean, this is the size of the cell.
Recording on R6, card 2.
I mean, they said there was times that there could be, what, 5, 6, even 8 people
Yeah.
in these.
Which is crazy because just 2 people in here is more than enough.
I mean, they would all have to be sitting down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You sit in here. I'm gonna go down here. Okay. Well, I'm in one of the jail cells. Tim is like 5 doors down or something, and I'm vertically challenged. I'm not a super tall person, but like I'm hunching over, trying to sit comfortably in here, and I don't know how they did it.
I mean, this would drive you nuts. Being locked in this little cell for longer than a few hours, let alone days or years. I can't imagine. I think he's reading wall graffiti.
Also, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. There's an inscription in the wall. It says, Lawrence Humphrey Chafton to Chafton, West Virginia. Grafton, West Virginia. I'm an idiot. 2 years.
Of course, got your little thing. Oh, somebody left their toothbrush. At least nobody made a shank out of that one. But it's not as creepy as one would think. Be in the middle of an old jail cell in the middle of the night.
It's pretty interesting to see. What the fuck? Tim, did you hear that?
I heard that. Where'd it come from?
Sounds like it came from upstairs.
Did it come from upstairs?
Sounds like it. Back upstairs, I guess.
Back upstairs.
Sounds like something hit the floor. Like
Right above us?
either, what? Yeah.
So that would have been the infrared side.
Thermal.
Or thermal side, yeah.
Please
Hello?
let something be. Hello?
Hello?
Did we leave a device up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, EMF's right there.
Something's going on.
I'm just gonna do a stop start on here. Restarting on thermal.
Maybe he was on the other side.
I mean, maybe, but
It just sounded like it was so close to us. No. No, that wasn't it.
But if you could do that, that'd be great.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
What?
I thought a giant shadow figure was staring at me.
Oh.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I see it now.
Jesus. They warned us about mannequins, but my God.
I didn't catch that one the first time through. Or the fourth or fifth.
Dude, right?
I mean, I think that they're taunting us, just wanting us to.
Split up.
That's what it's almost seeming like.
You want to go downstairs? I'll stay up here.
That's fine.
Alright.
That's fine.
Alright. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right.
Alright. Fanny, I'm back. It's kind of hard to see, but oh well. Fanny. Fanny. It's so weird to see your photo of your crushed in skull. You didn't deserve that. I feel for you. You didn't deserve that. You were trying to do what was right for the people. And the government, they entrapped you in this building. Now I know that it was 5 years after where this group of people murdered you. But I believe in the stone tape theory. I believe that energies can be stored in these walls made of stone. I know that your energy is here, and I know that there's other people's energies here. Over the course of nearly 90 years of operation, there has to be someone left here. Now, Fanny, I'm going to take some pictures, okay? I love taking photos, and I like just capturing things in the moment. If you can make that device, or whoa. If you can make that device, or the device on the floor go off, I will take your photo, okay?
Down here with me. I'm in the cell. Am I allowed being in here with the door open? Can you try to shut the door? If there's anybody here, can you go out and touch the red light on that rocking chair? Make the red light go off.
So I'm going to step out here
take a photo out here. That's me for tracer. So if anyone is here, I'm going to take a photo. If you can make the device on the floor here light up, that would be awesome. You got me back up here. So I would love to take your photo. If you just want to stand at the jail cell door, that'd be great. But I'm going to take it, okay? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that is not clean. Well, let's go find a safe space to put this down.
Is there anybody here with me?
Downstairs.
Downstairs. There is 2 ladies still downstairs. Yes, there is. Unfortunate. Well, they have to be here. They are the caretakers. Is there anybody here that stayed in the cells?
Alright, Fanny. I'm gonna take one in here too, okay? 3, 2, 1. I feel like no one wants to talk now. What if we try communicating in a different way? We can try this other way out. I'm not opposed to trying this. So you probably didn't have this back in your day. But we have cell phones now. I'm not opposed to trying this out to see if this works. But if you can, anybody here, not just Fanny, if anybody is here, come up, speak into this device. I'm inviting Yost, the Satanist who killed the lawyer across the street. Suki Norse and Slow River Charlie, I invite you to come and speak. Dapper Dick Ferry, I invite you to come and speak. And Bella Lamone, I invite you as well. Come here, use these devices. I'm about to turn on one that allows you to use words so that we can communicate. So here we go. Set this at the edge here. High EMF. From here, what about over here? I don't know why I was getting high EMF off the metal bunk. Metal bunk. Metal bunk. Metal bunk.
Yeah, this is far from comfortable.
This happens.
This does happen. It said this happens. Well, if you choose the wrong side of the law, yeah, this happens. What did you do to be in here?
Injured.
Injured. Was you injured while you were in here? Can you tell me anything about yourself?
Terrible.
Terrible? You were a terrible person? I'm sorry to hear that.
Lightning.
Lightning? It was just storming outside not too long ago before we started filming.
Eldest.
Eldest? Who was the eldest person in here?
It's not past your bedtime, is it?
Hidden.
Hidden? What do you mean? What's hidden? I'm gonna need a little bit more from you. What's hidden?
Consciousness.
Holy shit. I went to look in this mirror and that said consciousness. Okay. We are conscious and we're just trying to figure out who you are. If you have a name, can you say it into that device, please? Again, my name is Danny. I'm a fairly friendly person. I don't mean you any harm. We've just come to learn about you, hear your story.
Female.
Female. Female should be up where Danny is. Are you down here?
Why are you asking?
Because I want to know your story. Will you tell me your story? Why were you here? If you're not going to talk, I'm going to have to go somewhere else.
Knife.
Did you make a knife in here?
Hi guys. Hello. I mean, if I was going to be locked in here for a while, you know, I probably want to talk, read a book, talk about the book that I read. Is there anybody here? Seems like everyone that was here just went away.
It makes no sense.
That was scary. It makes no sense. This device. I mean, it is a device from the future. If you were in here before the 2000s, which, I mean, this place closed in 2001, so you probably would have been. I remember cell phones got real big when I was in, like 6th grade, so it's probably like 12. So yeah, cell phones are kind of a big deal now. At least they were. Everybody's got one now.
What did you do to deserve to be put in here?
Wicked.
You were wicked. That describes a good many different things.
Slave.
Slave.
Manifest.
Manifest.
Blood.
Manifest blood. There was some blood up on the wall up there that we seen.
All right.
Alright. Danny's got all the interesting stuff.
Run now.
Yeah. Run now. What about down? Why? What is there to run from?
I might go over to the other side of the floor that I'm on, where thermal's set up. See if I can get something there. Just in case anything happens. Holy shit!
Hands.
Hidden hands?
Yo, this thing cannot be talking like this. Hidden hands. That's kind of...
He is touching you.
Alright, now this thing's popping off. Also, I don't want no one to touch me. I might be pretty, but... Get your hands off me, dog.
Sentenced.
Sentenced! No way! Oh my god, it said sentenced. It just says sentenced, and we're in a jail where people would have been sentenced to jail. What were you sentenced for? What was the crime that you committed? That's really strange. I feel like every time I come over here, that thing's gonna say something weird. But that is so strange for it to say sentenced. And we're literally in a jail, which people would have been sentenced to. And it wasn't sentence, it was sentenced.
Snake.
Snake? I wonder if the person was like a rat. Or betrayed somebody and they were caught for that or whatever.
I didn't think about this in the moment. Could this be Richard Dapper Dick Ferry talking about Bella Lamont being a snake because she was talking to police while she was with Tony Corby? Or is it somebody else talking about a rat within the jail?
Is there nobody wanting to talk to me? It's so hot in here. I think those are birds. Why would there be birds at night? I don't know.
Wicked.
Wicked birds, maybe.
This is the first time that this location has ever been investigated. And we are getting so much, but our time is so limited tonight. Definitely grateful for the opportunity. I hope we get to come back and do more because we were gonna do parts of the house tonight, but we're just sticking to the jail. We're gonna have to come back and investigate this place again because the activity here is, it's wild. I love it.
I decide to pack up my gear and go meet up with Tim. And then this is where things take a weird turn.
Yo,
Yo!
how's it going?
Oh, we're just chilling.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Do you want to come up and do the thermal imaging side?
we can do that.
Or do you want to do lower level on the other side?
It doesn't matter.
You want to flip sides?
Oh. Whatever you want to do.
I'll go to thermal. I had some crazy stuff happen up here.
I can hear you.
Dude, it was wild, man. Dude, it said hidden hands, which could relate to the Black Handers. And then it said sentenced.
Oh, nice.
Like they were sentenced here. So,
I had 2 people downstairs.
2 people?
Yeah, which there is 2 people downstairs.
Oh, that's what came through for you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Robert.
Oh shit, what was that?
Robert.
Oh shit, what was that?
Robert.
Oh shit, what was that?
I don't know. Sounded like he was behind you.
Down there or up here?
Sounded like it was up there behind you.
I heard it that way.
Oh.
This place is so echoey.
Then.
Why don't you come up here? We'll go check out that knock. Because I literally heard that knock. And it's a graded floor, so. Dude, I do not like this side at all. Still running on thermal, so that's a good sign. Gonna do a stop start. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I do not like this side, dude.
I don't know. It's like. I don't see how you did it up here.
Me neither.
It's like 20 degrees hotter up here.
Yeah, I was cooking. You know, just got a cold breeze from somewhere. Is it right there?
Yeah. This
Okay.
windows open.
Alright. Debunked.
I'm kind of want to take 5 for a minute. Something just feel good now.
You good?
Yeah, just started getting a sick feeling.
You want to go grab some water or something?
No, I'm good.
I wish we had more time here.
I know.
I could spend all night here.
I mean, it was. I could hear you were getting a lot of answers.
Did you want to do downstairs?
It don't matter. We can do downstairs.
Did you? Okay.
Or I just don't feel good. For some reason, I just don't feel good. I'm gonna go take 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take 5.
Alright. You know what, I'll come with you. I could drink a gallon of water right now.
After Tim doesn't start feeling well, we make the decision to head back down to home base. We spend about 20 minutes downstairs, and while we were gone, something is captured on the upstairs infrared camera. After spending time away, Tim starts to feel better and we head back into the jail. We head upstairs back to Fanny Sellen's cell, where I was having a lot of activity happen.
Alright. Fanny, I'm back. And Tim's here.
Hi, Fanny.
I brought my device back. And if you want to say those words, if you want to communicate, you're more than welcome to come up to that device again. We only have about 20 minutes left. So if there's anything that you would like to say, if there's a device that you would like to interact with, now's that time, because we gotta head out here soon. Caroline and our friend Leah from the CBB, they're staying up a little late for us tonight, and everyone's gotta work tomorrow. So if you could please walk up to that device that we were speaking on earlier, that'd be great. If there's a message for Tim or myself, let us hear it. Kicked on right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, man, it was real weird up here.
Oh, I could hear you down there. I was actually talking to the camera and saying that you must be getting some really good stuff because I could hear you getting excited.
Yeah, I was pumped when the sentence came through. I like this room. I don't know why.
Can you shut the door?
No. Wounded.
Wounded. I got that downstairs.
Did you?
Yeah. I got a knife.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They could have been shanked.
That's what I thought too. Somebody left their toothbrush on the back of the sink too down
Oh, really?
there. Yeah.
That's gross. That thing's probably 24 years old.
Tim and I continue to investigate for another 20 minutes or so, but the only thing that we're capturing is temperature fluctuations on the Mel meter. So we decide to wrap things up because of the limited time that we have on tonight's investigation.
Well, thanks to everyone for coming and watching this investigation. I want to give a big shout out to the Marion County Historical Society for inviting us out. This has been an absolute blast. Thanks so much for allowing us to be the very first team to investigate in this building. We really appreciate it. And maybe we'll be back a little bit sooner than you think. See you guys.
So the question remains, is the Marion County Historical Society spiritually active? After hearing all the terrible tragedies of this location, and hearing about some of the prolific people that would have been incarcerated inside of this building, I think it's safe to say, with everything that we experienced, yes, this building does contain spirits.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Tim, did you hear that?
I heard that. Where'd it come from?
Sentenced.
Sentenced! No way!
I want to thank the Marion County Historical Society for inviting us in. If you want to check out the Marion County Historical Society for yourself, each year they host haunted jail tours, which is one of my favorite tours in the area. And here's Nate with more information on visiting.
Well, we'd love for you guys to come down. We do tours of the whole rest of the house. It's always free, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 2.
For our paranormal investigators, it is with great pleasure and honor to announce that the Marion County Historical Society is opening its doors for investigations. For more information, you can reach out to Caroline at this address and find out about the investigations at the Marion County Historical Society. And although that we had a limited time tonight and only got to focus on one section of this incredible location, that just means one thing. We will definitely be back in the future.
I'm a creature with no skeleton inside your hands. Got no home address, I come and go as you command. And it's fine with me, and it's fine. I'm a bandit that you use to keep from bleeding out. I'm the lover you don't love, but love to keep around. And it's fine with me, promise that it's fine. You need examination, I'll be your medication. Whatever, whenever, I'll never tell you no. I'm a picture on your shelf that some days makes you smile. Then I gather dust and watch you go about your life.
We're going this way. We're going right. So my camera doesn't fall. This is the scariest shit I think I've ever done with this camera.